Thank you, Linda. Pardon? I can't hear you. What's that?
If Chair, if you'd like to start the meeting now, please. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Welcome everyone to this evening's virtual licensing committee, hosted by Bassetlaw District Council. Following the outbreak of COVID-19, legislation was approved to enable councils to host virtual committee meetings. I've lost my son. Yeah, that's right. Rather than requiring members to be present in the committee chamber when making decisions. This keeps everyone safe by maintaining social distancing and allows business to be conducted in an appropriate manner. Thank you. It is important that councillors can hear each other, so I will invite members to introduce themselves and in so doing test their broadband connection. I am Councillor Josie Potts, the chair of the committee. Councillor Anderson.
Good evening, Councillor Potts, Chair. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Clarkson.
Good evening, Chair.
Thank you. Councillor Eaton.
Good evening, Chair.
I'll bypass Councillor Greaves. Councillor Izzard.
Evening, Chair.
Thank you, Shirley. Councillor Jones, apologies. Councillor Presley.
Evening, Chair. Thank you.
Councillor Richards.
Good evening, Chair.
Thank you. Councillor Sanders.
Good evening, Chair.
Councillor Sanger.
Good evening, Chair.
Thank you. Councillor Tyndall.
Good evening, Chair.
Thank you. We also have a number of officers in attendance. Stephen Wormold, Council Solicitor.
Good evening, Chair.
Thank you. Steve Aston, Licensing Enforcement Officer.
Good evening, Chair. All present and correct.
Thank you. Linda Daw, Meeting Facilitator.
Good evening, Chair.
Thank you. Ellen Hinsley, Committee Clerk.
Present, Chair.
Thank you. If a number of members lose connection and the meeting becomes inquorate of the live streaming for public viewing fails, I shall adjourn the meeting to allow connection to be re-established. Given this is a virtual meeting, there is no corporate responsibility to detail a fire procedure. However, I would like to highlight that this committee is being live streamed on social media. So all participants, please be aware of your actions and take appropriate safety precautions from your places of live streaming. Members, please remember to switch off your microphone when not speaking. Agenda item number 1 is apologies. Ellen, are there any apologies?
Apologies from Councillor Jones, Chair.
Thank you. Agenda item number 2 is to receive declaration of interest by members and officers. Ellen, are there any declarations of interest?
We haven't received any, Chair.
Thank you. If during the meeting a member realises they have an interest, please disclose this as soon as possible. Any members who make a pecuniary declaration of interest will need to leave the meeting and will be contacted to rejoin after the item in question has been heard. Item number 3 is minutes of the meeting held on the 10th of March 2021 at pages 5 to 6 of your agenda. Are there any comments or observations? No? Will someone move that we accept these minutes, please? Come on.
I will.
Joan Sanger.
Happy to, Chair.
I think Joan said first, am I right? Agenda item number 4 is minutes for action at pages 7 in your agenda. Are there any updates on these minutes, Steve?
Yes, Chair, I can update you on that if you bear with me. Yes, the minute for action was for the council solicitor to find out whether there are any plans to allow fishing on the River Idle at Kings Park, and if there are any plans to enforce this. If not, I've received a response from Peter Clark, who was the manager of that department. Peter's confirmed that the Parks and Open Spaces Department has no intention to licence fishing on the River Idle in Kings Park. Sorry, just bear with me. The council does not have any enforcement officers who work in the park to actually enforce non-licensed activity. If the ground staff do see anyone fishing during the daytime, then they're encouraged to move them on. But he says it's unlikely that any such activity would take place during working hours of the park staff.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Chair.
Agenda item number 5 is the outstanding minutes list at pages 9 in your agenda. The street trading review is due to be addressed once the principal solicitor, licensing and regulatory returns from maternity leave, which I don't think's far away now, is it, Steve, for Stella's return?
No, Chair, her first working day back will be the 10th of May.
Thank you. Agenda item, as there are no items for discussion in public, we will move straight into section B, items for discussion in private. The live stream will shortly be stopped as we move to the confidential items. I would like to thank anyone who has been watching the live stream meeting. Can I please confirm that in accordance with Part 1 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972, and after considering the public interest test as set out by the officer in the body of the report, members agree that the following items of business involve the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraph 1. And therefore, in accordance with section 100A of the Act, the press and public be excluded from the meeting. Are members happy with the course of action?
Yes.
Thank you, David. Are you speaking for others?
Yes.
Thank you, David. At this point, the live stream will be stopped as the confidential items are discussed. Can the caster please confirm when the